Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another episode of Heartstopper. This is Season 2, Episode 2. It is called Family, I think. Last episode was a good one. Great to be back watching Heartstopper. Last episode, Nick came out to Imogen Technologies, and we had a sleepover, and things were great for the most part. And I'm excited to see where things go from here. So, before we jump into this episode, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, I think that's all I gotta say, so let's jump into Season 2, Episode 2 of Heartstopper.
Charlie's always been a high achiever, but in the past few months, his grades have been slipping across most of his subjects.
Oh no. Charlie.
Been a bit distracted, haven't you?
He has been distracted by a boy.
Tao, I've been getting the sense that you've been struggling with your coursework.
Struggling?
I haven't been Nick's teacher for long, but he's on track for solid grades in his GCSEs.
Olivia
As
Colman.
long as he keeps on focusing on his schoolwork,
The queen.
he'll be fine.
That's good, isn't it?
It is.
Isaac's grades are
I
always
just watched you
excellent.
murder some aliens the other week.
Such a pleasure to have in class. Set the top grades in his GCSEs.
He's failed to hand
also a
in several
douchebag.
homework assignments. No sé por qué, pero no me está entregando los deberes.
Voy a hablar con él.
Oh, interesting.
You still haven't completed your history coursework essay. If you don't finish it, then that'll be a fail grade.
Damn, Charlie. Yeah, he's been hella distracted lately.
I know getting your first boyfriend is very exciting, but
What? It's not Nick's fault.
Charlie!
You've been going round each other's houses almost every day for weeks, Charlie.
I've still got a few weeks to finish it.
Well, I think you and Nick need
Yeah,
to spend some
but
time
you're not
apart.
just struggling in that one class.
It needs to be a complete ban. Until this
I-
coursework
well, I don't
essay
know
is
about
handed
that.
in, Nick is not allowed round our house and you are not allowed round his.
I mean, if you're so distracted to the point where you're like slipping in every one of your classes, like maybe one class not going great makes sense, but if you're failing every class, then some changes have to be made.
David.
Damn, that kid's tall.
What have you been up to since Christmas? Got a girlfriend yet?
Not quite. Is she wearing her shirt on backwards?
Stop bothering him, David.
Or is that supposed to be that way?
Just please don't tell him about Charlie.
I won't, darling, don't worry.
I don't know if that was good or not. I'm not good enough, like, telling if what is good drumming to know whether or not he's a good drummer. He could be bad. Who knows? Brother, just do your schoolwork. It's not that hard. Okay, well, no, you should not do that. Imogen Technologies and Ben. The wrong choice, Imogen. Imogen, no. No, Imogen, no. No, Imogen. This is gonna hurt your stock price. Is Ben bisexual as well, or is he fully gay? Who knows?
Why'd you never do your homework?
You should ask Charlie that question. Kid never does his homework.
Tao wants to meet up tonight.
Oh my god, say yes.
No. Elle, you need to put some distance between you. There is a boy, but Elle told us she wanted to get over it.
Does she, though? Rip. 5 days until the first exam.
Nick Nelson,
Charlie, go to class. I just became Charlie's parents. My brother, you need to focus on other things.
I told Mr. Freak I borrowed your pen and needed to give it back. Are you okay with your brother and everything? Yeah. Just,
Staying social hour, boys.
Mr. Farouk, you're kind of a jerk.
I see he's still as desperate as ever.
told you not to talk about him.
God, you hate me so much.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
I hate you because you literally assaulted him.
I told you my rules. Now you're in here till the end of the day.
The end of the day? What?
That was just a misunderstanding.
It wasn't, though.
I was going through some personal stuff.
I don't care. You hurt him, and who knows if you do the same with Imogen.
Ooh.
Sorry, am I not allowed to like girls as well as boys? Does Charlie know you don't want to come out?
I do want to come out.
Right. I'll believe that when I see it. Charlie thinks you're this perfect boyfriend, but you are just the same as me.
That's not true. Nick at least feels bad about it.
Get out.
Charlie, who's Charlie?
Give that back. Can you
Is
give
Charlie
it back?
your girlfriend?
No, stop it. Give me that
If
back.
she's sending through
David,
love
seriously,
I
give it
think
back.
you might be in
David!
there. God. Fine.
David, my brother.
If you do have a girlfriend, I want to know about it. She needs my approval.
Well, good thing it's not. It doesn't need your approval if it's a boy. No, Charlie, do your homework. I'm gonna get mad.
Charlie!
My eyelashes stuck together. I guess this isn't technically breaking the rules that Charlie's parents set down. But
Always cold.
you're treading some
Well, in that case.
along a mighty thin line here.
Come on.
Puppy. What a good boy. Good girl, I mean.
You okay?
He's just struggling.
Stressed about GCSEs. I'm definitely going to fail maths on Monday.
Want me to help you revise?
Charlie's
Even
gonna
if your
fail
notes
every
are-
class. Charlie's gonna fail every class he has. He's gonna fail Spanish, and his dad is a native Spanish speaker. Like, what is going on? Like, Chief, back to the books. Wow. I mean, that's as close to coming out as you can get right there. Posting pictures of other people on Instagram. Nelly or you? You little goobers. I like how they're keeping, I think they expanded upon the artistic elements this season. Like, it seems to be a lot more of them than last season.
I bet they throw really good parties here.
Ignore Felix. They don't want to go here for the parties.
They do throw really good parties here, just so you know. It's an art school thing.
I'm Naomi, by the way.
Naomi. Hello, Naomi.
Hey.
What it do, friends?
One, Picasso.
I really hope I get it.
We will. I'm speaking it into the universe.
Manifest. Yes.
I just hate being at a regular school. Like everyone knowing you as the trans girl. Here I could just be Naomi. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah? She's probably very aware. Tap, cut your goddamn hair. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Come.
哋早啲請佢嚟食飯咯。
Yes, invite her for dinner. Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria. Just learned that.
Nicholas! How are you feeling about maths this morning? Because I still don't get quadratic equations, so I'm probably going to fail.
Imogen. Why are you dating Ben?
What do you mean?
He's a jerk.
I've known him since primary school. He's basically one of my oldest friends.
Yeah, but...
And you know what? I don't actually have that many friends.
You can be friends with our group.
He likes me. And he's been lovely to me. So whatever happened in the past, he's nicer now. And I really like him.
Imogen.
Good luck in the exam.
Imogen Technologies, your stock price is close to bottoming out. We need to make some good PR moves here. Every time, Ben just has this smug look on his face. Pisses me off.
And your exam starts now.
Yo, Nick, do your exam. Do not sit here and brood. Do your exam. This is important. Oh, he's distracted. Are you just distracted or do you have dyslexia? I think just distracted. Oh no. This is not good.
You snuck out again.
Chief.
I'm here to cheer you up after your terrible exam.
You need to work on your own studies, buddy. You're gonna fail every class you have.
I think it's too short.
Mom. Elle's got abs.
Things have just been kind of weird lately. I mean, I've been a bit weird.
Are you gonna say why?
I'm going out tonight with Naomi and Felix.
You should
Going
come.
into a club that does under 18 nights.
Club. Wow. Maybe we could have that art day at the weekend or something.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Elle, come on.
Yeah.
Breaking this kid's heart. Rip to Tal's dreams.
Are you tired? Or is this movie just really boring?
I did warn you I'm not a fan of Marvel movies.
Charlie, that's so ironic. You're gonna be in a Marvel series. You goober, you have to be a fan.
Hi.
Hi.
What was your name? Sorry.
I'm Charlie, and
You're Charlie.
Yep.
I'm David, sorry. So I'm Nick's older brother.
Is he doing some investigative work?
Yeah, I just wanted to meet the guy that, you know, that turned my little brother gay.
What?
I mean, I should have always known you'd turn out to be gay, really.
I'm bi, actually. And so what?
I'm bi, actually. So, look, if you're gonna be gay, at least admit you're gay.
You can be both.
So this is
Or
exactly
not
why
both, but, like,
I didn't want to
you know
tell
what I
you.
mean.
Too late now.
You can like both people, is what I meant to say.
What is going on?
Why did you tell him about Charlie?
I didn't, darling.
Come on, Mum, he's saying he's bi. I mean, what a load of absolute bullshit.
David, please don't swear.
He can't even admit he's gay. I mean, I bet you haven't told Dad yet, have you?
He's such a dick.
I'm just being realistic.
Right, boys, that is enough. David, in the kitchen now.
David, you're a jerk.
Should I go home?
Probably. This is a family fight. Do your schoolwork, buddy.
Where have you been?
You've been grounded.
You are grounded for the rest of this term. And don't even think about sneaking out, or you won't be going on the Paris trip.
She's kind of a hard ass. Not gonna lie, she's the strict parent.
You want some dinner?
No, I ate at Nick's.
You did not. You liar. It's 2 a.m., brother. Oh, he is awake. Dude's kind of shredded, not gonna lie. I want to be that strong one day. I need to go to the gym. Nah, Charlie, that's a family thing. I hate when people send me voice messages.
Charlie, this is not your
Makes
fault.
me feel like I have to send one back.
Coming out to my mum was amazing. But there are still awful people in the world, like my brother. You know, when you came out. But I can handle it. I promise.
It's good. It's good. Emotional strength. He has physical and emotional strength. Kid's a rock star. Charlie, plug your phone in. It's gonna be dead by tomorrow morning.
I brought you apple.
Yo, I wish my mom brought me apples.
You remind me of me and Dad.
What?
But when we were in the same room, it was like perfect harmony. So when we lost him,
Oh, rip?
I felt so unbalanced.
Like actual rip? Did we know that before? Or is this new information?
You have to fight to stay by her side.
Get the fresh new dew, she'll fall in love.
Also, Elle's not dead, so there's that.
Some dark humor there. Cut your hair. Cut your hair. Come on, Tao. That's the change you need to make. She'll fall for you. Even more than she already has.
I like Elle.
Let's go. Okay. Communication. Alright. Bah. Da. Dabs. Dabs.
Honestly, Elle can do better. And she probably doesn't even like me back.
Oh no, dude. She's head over heels.
So this is a really selfish and stupid thing to do.
What if Elle is in the next
But
aisle
I'm
over?
going to tell her. Help me.
What? That's the end of the episode, you son of a bitch! How dare you? That was so short. Yo, that episode felt so flippin' short. What is this? that felt like the shortest episode yet of this show that I've ever seen. I mean, granted, they're short episodes in general, but still. I guess you could say this was the dysfunctional episode. Everyone is kind of in a state of not non-happiness, but like there's wrinkles. There's wrinkles for everyone, right? I mean, we start off the bat with it's like parent-teacher conferences or whatever. Charlie is failing like every one of his classes because he's spent so much time with Nick over the past couple months, and it's like, brother, like, yeah, Nick is great. The relationship is a fun, great thing. Like, we're happy about that. But you gotta do your schoolwork, right? Like, as great as this relationship is, it's not worth throwing away, like, your future for, right? If you're failing school, you gotta focus on school, at least high school. I mean, you don't have to go to college, but, like, if you gotta focus on high school at least, right? Like, you guys can, I believe your emotional strength is enough. Like, you guys aren't so, how do I explain it? I feel like you guys have a strong enough connection that, like, spending a little less time together throughout the week, you'll survive that. Just do your schoolwork. Like, I morphed, I spent the last episode being like, oh man, like, Charlie's parents, a little bit of strict hard asses. And now I morphed into them, like, do your work. Like, what are you doing? And yeah, like, so he was grounded. He's like, they're like, yo, you can't see him until you do your work. And that makes sense. I mean, I probably would have sided a little bit more with his dad, where he's just like, hey, you can't see him as much. You need to focus. But his mom is strict, where she's like, it's not happening at all. Also, you're grounded. Like, she's very strict. She's laying down the law. And that's okay. Nick, he's having a lot of struggles with coming out this season, right? Like, he's still trying to navigate that process, and he's dealing with outside interactions that are not helping the thought process, right? Like Ben being a jerk. Like Ben is with Imogen Technologies right now, and he just always has this dumb smug look on his face whenever we see him, and he's kind of calling Nick out, being like, hey, you're the same as I am, like, you know, not wanting to be public with you and Charlie. And to the smallest possible extent, he's right. Like, the smallest possible extent. Like, the literal, like, frameworks of the situation are the same. Where they're together but don't want to, you know, outwardly show it, right? But, like, all of the context surrounding it is different, right? Like, Nick actually feels bad. Like, he legit feels bad about the whole situation. He wants to be public. Ben never wanted to be public. He just was using Charlie, and he literally did assault him. That's a thing that happened. And it's just like all of this is weighing on Nick, and he's just like, he's really struggling. And then his brother comes home, and his brother is a jerk, right? Well, I mean, for the most part, early on, his brother's just being like classic dickish older brother. Like, that's kind of normal stuff. But then towards the end, when he straight up is like, you're not even like, he straight up was like outward, like vocal bi erasure, where he's like, you're not bi, just admit you're gay. I've seen that comment levied towards bisexual people in the past, where people are like, hey man, just pick one or the other. It's very interesting. His brother doesn't seem to be upset that he might be gay, but he's upset that he can't admit that he's gay. Like, he's like, if you're gonna be gay, just admit it. And I don't know if he's not fully homophobic, being like, hey, gay people are bad, but he's like he seems to be okay with the fact that his brother's gay, but he's upset about the fact that he thinks he's, or says he's bi, which is very interesting. But his brother's just being an asshole. Like, what a jerk, man. Like, just, if your brother says he's bi, just believe him and love him. Just be a nice person. And so there's just like all these outside factors just weighing on him and his heart, and the decision to come out publicly. Like, it's not a positive environment so far, and it's probably going to get worse, but he says he can handle it. You know, he says he's able to do it, and I believe him. Like, I think that's good. So hopefully things just continue to improve, you know. Another big storyline this episode is Elle and Tao. They're kind of drifting apart because they're both in love with each other, but they don't want to admit that they're both in love with each other. And they think that the other person doesn't like them back, which is inherently like driving them farther apart. And then Elle goes to this like art school thing and gets some new friends, and she's, you know, feeling pretty positive about that. Like, it's unlocked, not unlocked, but she's now has access to like this separate side of her, if that makes sense. Like, what was the person's name? Naomi mentioned, like, at her old school, she's just known as the trans girl, but at this school, she could just be herself, which is cool. And that's probably something that Elle wants as well. And so the possibility of her going to the school and having these friends does kind of unlock an added layer of self-expression or self-identity, things like that would be positive for her. Tao, obviously, going through it. Like, he's sad. You know, at the very least, he wants to be friends with her, and there's a wrench being thrown into that. But then, you know, her meeting new friends is going to just drive them further. And he's like, eventually tells the boys, he's like, dudes, my bros, I am in love with her, and I need to tell her, and it might ruin the friend group, but it needs to happen. And weirdly, I don't know why, but I weirdly like that he like acknowledged the fact that it could disrupt the friend group, but at the same time, he's like, not like that isn't dissuading him. Like, that's a big thing when people fall for people within the same friend group, especially in media. They're like, oh, I don't want to tell him because it'll ruin the friend group, and then that just kind of disrupts everything. But the fact that he's gonna move forward regardless, I like that. And hopefully positive things happen, you know? I like them together. I want them to be cute and happy together, and I want Tao to get a friggin' haircut. Those are, it's at the top of my list right now of things that I need to happen. Number 1, Tao, haircut. Number 2, happiness for all the characters involved. That's it. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for this episode. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.